everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Orange Zeppelin, and we're just gonna do a little quick and easy short vlog today, partly because between you and me, I didn't get a lot done in September, but we're gonna be a little quick and easy because I'm feeling a little under the weather today. I'm hoping that it's not anything really serious. I think it's just I ate a very weird combination of foods, and so I'm not having the best time. I'm gonna not elaborate. I will spare you any elaboration on that. But, you know how in September I had a specific plan, and I was only gonna do a small handful of things? Well, and I wasn't gonna deviate from that. Well, guess what happened? Guess what happened? If you have been on this channel for any extended period of time at all, you know that when I decide I'm only going to do one thing, that might be the one thing that doesn't get done. I did get further on Whoa Awesome Space Babe X, and it will be up very soon. I promise it will be up very soon. But I swear I have a good reason for the fact that not very much got done, and it is that very soon after I posted that vlog, I found out about an art contest. Something I found out about on Twitter, and it has to do with a Kickstarter project. They've got a comic coming up about a character fighting legions of the undead, but they've also got a rock album that's going to be paired with the comic, and so immediately they've got my attention. I'm going to pop some links down in the description to what I'm talking about, because the Kickstarter is live right now. The contest is going to be going until the end of the month. Initially it was going to be going until the end of September. That was the first deadline, and so far I haven't seen a lot of submissions that have been posted on Twitter. There's been myself and I think maybe 3 other people, which there's a first through 4th place. So if we're the only entrants, I guess that's fine because everybody's gonna win, but that's also not gonna be the most exciting contest. So that's I'm gonna be popping things below, so if you are interested in entering the contest, you can, and you can also see more details as to what exactly the contest is. Basically, you're entering this contest to get your art printed on a side of the vinyl record that's going with this comic, which I think is an awesome concept. So obviously I wanted to get in on it, and so this is my entry, and you will have already seen this up on Twitter. I don't remember if I posted it anywhere else yet, so I will in the future. I did a little bit of tweaking on the computer. I did a little bit of color changing with this massive undead on the bottom here. And this is also a little bit too big for my scanner, so I did have to scan in parts and do some tweaking with that. But this is what occupied most of my time throughout the course of the month. It is a lot of Copic marker, a lot of watercolor and gouache, and there is a little bit of oil pastel. So I was plugging away at this for a good while. So I think that is a very good excuse to not get as much done on, well, actually, it's not even so much I didn't get things done, it's just that I did things that were different than what I planned. So I was still fairly productive. And then I've mentioned that one of my other art friends is, actually I might not have mentioned it, that there is another comic Kickstarter for a, I'm being a little inarticulate here. My brain has temporarily ceased to function. But a comic making friend has approached me about doing a variant cover for a comic he's going to be releasing on Kickstarter a little bit later in the month, and I will definitely be promoting that once it comes out. But I've been doing mostly just some sketches. These are, I think it looks kind of like a cave drawing so far. He thought it looked good, so that makes me happy. Actually, I do think that sketch does look pretty cool. I am going to add some more, I'm going to add some color in here just to figure out what is my plan with color. And then I'm going to be starting that really soon because I need to have that done very soon. This is the next priority project. But what else did I actually accomplish in September? Because it was like I had plans to do specific things, and then I proceeded to do completely different things, which you will have seen in the videos I did. I was going to do a couple of comic reviews, and instead I did the 2 sketchbook tours. That was a completely spontaneous plan. And that's pretty much it. It was like getting the final touches of Whoa Awesome Space Babe, which will be coming, I swear. We've got the art contest entry, a little bit of those sketches for the Barbarian Queen Charybdis cover, and then there was the Art Snacks Ink unboxing that I also posted. You guys can tell I'm like not 100% right now because my brain is just running with just like a hamster on a wheel powering my brain today. And then of course the sketchbook videos. So that's it for September. I don't think that was an unproductive month by any means because I am super happy with how that piece turned out. And so that leads into the month of October, and that's where things are getting crazy. We're already in October. October, obviously, we're going to take a little look over here. We're going to scoot ourselves over to the desk because you can see that Inktober is very much underway. I am, of course, doing the Art Snacks Ink Challenge, which if you saw my unboxing video, you will have seen the prompt list already, and you will have seen all of the supplies that I'm using this time around. It's not a super diverse selection of supplies, I think. It's actually, I mean, I kind of like that it's things that I definitely use all the time. I mean, we've got fine liner pens, which I always need, and we've got black ink, which I'm gonna prefer using, but we do have some yellow ochre ink, and there's also they call it green gold. I'm not getting green out of this color, but it's very much like a black and yellow color scheme of products. That actually, there's also a white highlighter pen, which I am very fond of, which you can watch the video and I'll go into detail about everything I like in the product selection. Let me actually show you what's going on with the Inktober pieces so far, which I actually decided to go in with a plan this time. I actually strategized. So this is another thing that did happen in September, is I planned almost everything out. There are a small handful of pieces where I just didn't have the idea at that moment. A lot of them were just spontaneous ideas. So it is possible I'm going to look at my plan and be like, oh, well, that's stupid. I don't want to do that. So there's still some room for interpretations and changing my mind and deciding that this I don't know. You can see, if you watch my sketchbook videos, you'll know that occasionally pieces that end up beautiful start out as weird cave drawings. So this is a pretty good example of that. But I did find that my Inktober pieces, let me see if I can get these in order, because that was day, okay, there we go. And I will do a video once Inktober is over where I showcase everything. I am posting every day, which for the last several years, I don't remember how long I've been doing Inktober, I have actually not been posting every day. I often post in batches, but I have been posting every day this year. And I've been posting on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. I'm not posting them on DeviantArt because that's just a pain to post on DeviantArt every day. It's a pain to post from my phone, so I think I'm just not gonna post them on DeviantArt and leave that for better, more finished pieces. But anyway, This first day was Cozy, which is actually the name of Wes Johnson's dog. So she is the model for this piece. She is always very cute and comfy. This one, the prompt was coffee, which I'm very fond of. I've got my coffee making set up in the background here. And then this prompt was book. I'm very fond of cookbooks, so this is what our wizard guy is enjoying. This was a piece that I started at maybe 11 o'clock at night and had to finish the next day. I was helping my friend tidy his house because he's moving, and we were working for a long time, and I didn't get home until pretty late, but we had fun, so it's all good. But yeah, I was falling asleep at this point. And then this was the actual prompt for yesterday. The prompt was sweater, and this goblin guy, he says he is wearing a warm sweater, because as soon as I got to this one, I realized, wait a minute, when I post these on social media, I can put a Gallic sentence to go with all of these as just a way for me to practice my Gallic, which, as I've probably mentioned, I don't know if I talk a lot about it, but I've been learning Gaelic, or Scottish Gaelic, for 2 years now. Actually, September 9th was my 2-year mark. And I want to try and use it a lot more, either in art, in comics, or just commenting more often in Gaelic, because it is extremely cool. And if you learn any Celtic language at all, you're just gonna be objectively that much cooler. I'm biased in thinking that Scottish Gaelic is the coolest, but no, Irish is also very cool. If you learn Welsh, I'm gonna think you're amazing, because I look at Welsh and I'm like, that's a lot of Y's. That's a lot of consonants and Y's ran together. I'm not sure what I'm looking at here, there's plenty of Gaelic words where you look at them and it's like, I don't know what noises I make with my mouth, and I'm still learning that myself. I don't have a lot of opportunities to speak Gaelic. I like the idea of trying to vlog in Gaelic, just doing really short vlogs where I'm just using very simple sentences. I might have said before that I like the idea of someday having a gaming channel where I do all my commentary in Gaelic, but that is a long way in the future at this point, so that's not going to happen for a while, but it is a goal. So, Inktober, that is in progress. I have never missed a day of Inktober in all the years I've been doing it. I've had some days that were a little crappy. I've had some days where I definitely didn't finish my piece until the next day, but I've never missed a day entirely, and I want to keep that streak going. Next on the list, oh jeez, we're off to quite the start. I'm gonna participate in a Sonichu themed Halloween collab that you guys don't care about that. God, freaking Sonichu, man. One of these days I'm gonna do a review of maybe the first 3 issues of Sonichu from just purely an art perspective, because I'm obsessed with this stupid comic. I've done so much Sonichu art. I think I mentioned in the previous episode I was participating in some Sonichu themed art prompts, because they're always fun. There's so much you can do, and you don't have to take any of it seriously. You shouldn't take anything Sonichu related seriously. You can do whatever you want in revisioning these characters. You can make Sonichu fan characters and make them as stupid as you want. It's just a good time all around. So that's my connection there. Next on the list is the Barbarian Queen Charybdis cover. I need to haul ass on that. That's actually what I'm going to be doing once the vlog has finished. I'm going to be working on that. And then, very last thing on the list, I need to do the cover for Whoa Awesome Space Babe X. And then I swear it'll be done. I'm really hoping that it's worth the wait, because, oh my goodness, I've had that comic, I've complained about it enough already. I won't complain about it again. put it off for too long, and now I'm kind of sick of the project. And I've said before that I'm getting a little burnt out on doing comic stuff, so I need to just take a break, and then I'll be more excited to work on them again. But that is the last real art project that is on the list so far, because I'm sure a Halloween themed art thing is going to come up. Actually, oh great. Now I just remember that I was going to do a painting, because I just recently saw the Renfield movie that's got Nicolas Cage as Dracula. I want to paint Nicolas Cage as Dracula. I want to have that done by Halloween. So great. Let put that on the list. Give me a second. Okay, put that on the list. I want to do like a Basil Gogos art style to it. I think that'll be very cool, but that'll be a lot. Okay, I'm not allowed to put any other things on the list. Now, the other thing is I do have 2 comic reviews that I think will be immensely appropriate for this season. 2 comic reviews that I've wanted to do for a little bit and just haven't had the time to. I'm going to try to bust those out this month. So that, I'm going to try to do all this on top of Inktober. So we're just going to see how that works. But anyway, I think I'm going to wrap it up so that I can do my Inktober today. I'm going to start doing some of the color work on the plan for that cover, and just maybe take a nap, because like I said, I'm not 100% today, but I think I will make it a good month. We're not going to say I think it'll be a good month. It will be a good month. And I hope it'll be a good month for you guys too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great time making art.